Hey everybody, Don Stewart, UAG member with Echo Means Business. Here today to talk to you about snow removal equipment that you need to get started in the industry. In reality, you only need 3 to 4 pieces of equipment to really get in and get started in this industry. There's a misconception out there that you need to have a blade on your truck, you need to have a bobcat, you need to have all that kind of heavy equipment. And it's true in some locations and in some applications, you do need that equipment and you can be very profitable doing so. But in reality, if you're just getting started, a low barrier entry like this kind of setup here that we're going to go through will be very profitable for you. Will bring you cash flow when you need it most, which is in those slow months that you're not doing much else. And a good way to just get those customers year round that you already have and keep them happy. So let's get started. We'll go through some of the equipment here and show you some footage of us using it. All right, guys, so first off, snow shovel. I won't spend too much time on this one, but super low barrier, obviously, to entry. Pretty cheap to get a snow shovel. You probably already have one. This one's actually made out of the same material they make hockey boards with, so super durable. I still use a snow shovel a ton, to be honest with you. It's super good for, obviously, sidewalks and that kind of thing. And then also early morning starts and late nights. So when you're doing snow removal, you're up sometimes 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. You really don't want to be starting up any power equipment. So it's a good way to get started on your day and get some of those smaller properties done kind of before you have to turn on the power equipment. So this one here runs for about $65 to $70 Canadian, I believe it is. So more expensive than most snow shovels, but a great one to have. All right, so now we have a leaf blower. You might not be too familiar with using this for snow removal, but in my kind of climate, we get a super cold temperatures up here. We get a lot of dry snow. So 80 to 90% of the time, this is what I use for snow removal. This is a BR Steel 600, BR 600. Works great. I find the more powerful leaf blower you get, they are helpful at times, but you do reach a point where it's just easier to shovel or use a snow blower, to be honest with you, to clear snow. But you probably already have one of these, obviously, in your lawn and landscape company. So hopefully it won't be a barrier to entry for you guys. But these run kind of $700-ish, I'd say right now, and up, kind of depending on what brand and what model you get. But super useful. I love it. Easy to use. Throw it on your back and go. So it makes for an easy day if you can use this and not have to snow shovel. All right, guys, and then we have a single stage snowblower. So this is an older one, a Toro CCR 2400E, E meaning electric start. Super handy to have that in those cold mornings when you're just getting started, kind of thing. At the shop or the garage, if you start it up the first time, they'll usually be good to go after that. This one, another nice note is that it actually runs with a mix, gas oil mix. So if you already have the leaf blower with you, you only need to take one jerry can kind of thing. They call this a single stage because the auger / impeller, whatever you want to call it, it's single stage, so there's only one of them. It also shoots the snow in it and then out the chute. So won't shoot as far as a dual stage snowblower, which we'll get into in a second. But it's great for those people just starting out that want to get into it, getting into some driveways, bigger walkways, that kind of thing. Works great. These start at about, I'd say probably brand new, probably $400 or $500. Honda has some great ones as well that work extremely well. So lots of options out there though. All right, and then we have the fourth piece here. It's an Ariens dual stage or 2-stage snowblower. So the reason it's dual, you have the impeller pushing the snow in the back, and then you can see it kind of in the back there. There's actually another impeller that actually shoots the snow out the chute. So what that means is that this one will send the snow farther than a single stage snowblower would do. So you can handle more snow. So larger accumulations, that kind of thing, and larger properties, because this will shoot, you can shoot this snow probably 20 to 25 feet, which I've done before, which is super nice to have for those wider driveways if you have 3-car driveways kind of thing. Also comes with the electric start, which is super handy for those cold mornings once again. So this one too, it does look pretty beefy and that kind of thing, but I use ramps and just put it in the back of my truck. They're pretty easy to manage, and with good tires and that kind of thing, it's super helpful to have them in the back of the truck. All right, guys, hopefully that shows that you can get into the snow removal industry for quite a low cost to you to get started. You already have probably a leaf blower. Like I said, you probably have a snow shovel running around. So all you really need is a single stage snow blower. You can wait on the dual stage kind of thing until you get going, until you get that clientele. The single stage is really nice to have. One other thing I did want to mention is actually transporting this equipment. So I found that with driving around in the wintertime, especially with a lot of the ruts and like snowbanks, all that kind of thing, I actually don't take my trailer out in the wintertime. I just use ramps and run the equipment up into the back of my pickup truck. It's a lot easier to park at places that you need to go. You save money on fuel, and just a lot easier. You don't have the truck kind of bouncing around in the back around those snow ruts. So just something else to think about. You also don't need a trailer to get started either. So a good set of ramps is essential though for that. Hopefully this helped, guys. Make sure you check out echomeansbusiness.com for tons of great content from UAG pros like myself. We're also on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and also on Facebook. So see you guys next time.